Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people.
The scenario we're going to be playing today is called Fire Support. It is number 4 from the 2015 package, and in this one it has Kill Box. You need 5 points to win. You get 1 for dominating the friendly flag. You get 1 control point for controlling the enemy flag, and you can dominate also for 2, but it's being contested by the enemy objective, which you can also destroy for 1 point. Hey there guys, this is Malorian, and this will be an interesting battle report. So in this one here, I've been playing around with these buccaneers, and I kind of thought, is there any way I can play them in Signar? Clearly, the Warcasters have to have their own Signar jacks, but if I use some of these Jack Marshals and Gaston, I can sneak some in here. So that's the list I've made here. I've made a Caine2 list, and really the whole point behind this list will be to jam with the press gangers and the buccaneers, and they just stall. They get in there and they get in the way while Caine2 does his thing, either clearing away infantry, killing key models, or even just going for the assassination. And yeah, we'll see if it works. Otherwise, on the other side, this would be my first time playing as Jaga-Jaga or Jaga-Jaga or whatever you want to call this guy. Also, amazingly, the first time I've been up against a Croak Raiders. These guys are amazing units, and they've been out for a while, but nobody's been dropping them against me. So, first time against them as well. Alright, so this is the way that things were deployed here. Of course, I got my stuff up front, and then all the Buccaneers are going to be trying to run up behind. Now, for him, he has 2 units of Bog Trogs. They'll be coming in from the flanks, so I'll need to watch out for that, but I don't think that'll be a huge deal. As you can see from here, it looks like he's going to be trying to go and try and maybe work on his own flag, while really the Gators might be just trying to hold things down the left. Of course, his list does have a lot of flexibility there because of the Bog Trogs, but I'm not too worried. I plan to really move up. He's going to come into me with his Croaks. I'm going to shoot them all down and go from there. Eventually, I just want to slow down those Gators to the point that Rowdy can deal with that battle engine, and then things will be fine. Alright, well, thanks to Anastasia, I won the first turn, and basically everything runs up. I don't need to allocate anything to Rowdy. For the 4 that are on Gaston, they need the focus to run up. But otherwise, I put Blur on the right unit press gangers, I put up the heightened reflexes on the left unit, and that's going to be it. On his turn, he's going to do a little bit of extra damage to me. Nothing really too bad. Really what happens here is at first he has his Croak Hunter try and shoot me. I'm like, oh, with Blur, I'm pretty awesome. And then Jaga-Jaga goes and does her whole spell piercer. And then they ignore that. So they come up and start shooting. But the problem that comes up then is he has some pretty bad dice. He has a lot of hard times rolling 7s to hit. When he does, I get some toughs. So he actually doesn't kill very many press gangers here. What is it, like maybe 3 or something? Yeah, it really wasn't all that great. Actually, it's 2. Only 2. No, 3. I'll give you the 3. Either way, he doesn't kill what he probably should have. So I'm in a very good spot there. Otherwise, on the left, he actually didn't need to care about the spell piercer because he comes in here with his one Thrall and hits me and takes it away. But he also has these crazy little goblin guys. I can't remember what they're called, like the Goblin Raiders or whatever they're called. The little solos you can get now, 3 models for 2 points. So they're running around and causing some troubles. They look kind of fun. But either way, it's going to be business as usual. I have, if you look at it, Buccaneer number 2, it's going to need to get out of my way. Caine's going to go into that little spot there and then just shoot all the Croaks. And then otherwise, on the left side, I'm going to stall and just get old Rowdy into position. So that's what I do. Reinhold comes over and says, hey, here's an extra bullet. The one buccaneer gets the hell out of my way, and then I just come up and start shooting. And I believe that I kill either 9 or 8 just with Caine2. Pretty devastating. Then I'm able to charge in with the press gangers. I kill the one croak raider on the right. All the croak raiders are dead. Yeah, things are really killed off here on the right. You can see there how Rowdy is now up there trying to be up and threatening. The Buccaneers are up there to get in the way, and that's really it. I'd really hoped to do more damage to the Thrall, but I just kind of missed it and didn't really go very well. So it doesn't really matter. Things are the way that I want, and hopefully what he's going to do is, you can see I made a little wall there with the Buccaneers and the one obstruction to block line of sight to Caine. So I'm not really too worried about him trying to shoot me, but I realize he's going to probably try and be a little bit aggressive with the Gators to try and get across, and hopefully Buccaneer number 6 can hold him there. So he brings in one of his units of the Bog Trogs. I was wondering, I asked him, like, oh, don't you want to bring the second one too? And he said, no, he's going to save that for a later turn. And, there's nothing wrong with that, right? You want to wait to see. And, of course, whenever you have a unit in reserve, it kind of forces you away from the flanks. So no real issue there. But these guys here will clearly start putting some pressure on my left flank. Otherwise, this is what it looks like after his turn. So on the left side, of course, the Gators, they actually do focus on that one Buccaneer. So the Buccaneer does go down, but totally worth 3 points. This is actually going to be a feat turn for Jaga-Jaga. But unfortunately, whenever he tried attacking infantry models on the right, he just again was rolling horribly. That one little bone swarm thing, it tried attacking me, and I think it needed 7s to hit or something, and it just kept on buying attacks and just kept missing. So really not having the luck he wanted. On the left side, he killed off some infantry, but then it was out of range of the feat. So unfortunately, the feat's not really going to be doing very much. By the way, I should mention that there's spiny growth up on the battle engine, and there's the poltergeist thing up onto the bone swarm. But otherwise, you can see how, I'm getting a little bit threatened by the Bog Trogs on the left. I definitely don't want them to get to Gaston or anything critical, but I believe I have enough over there that can really hold them back. Now, here's the problem, guys. He actually made a little bit of a mistake and accidentally kill-boxed himself. So if I wanted to, I could really just go up, pop feet, destroy the objective. He has his one little goblin guy that's contesting, and then I would dominate and score for the win. But that's not the way I want this game to go, so I'm not going to play it a little bit more, attrition-wise, as if that didn't happen. So my goal in this one is still to destroy the objective. I'm not going to have that much focus because I'm going to be giving focus to Rowdy to destroy the battle engine. And I feel if the battle engine gets destroyed and I plug up the Gators again, then I'll really have a lot of room on the right where I could just start dominating regardless. So that's what I do. I allocate 3 to Rowdy. Reinhold comes over, gives me another bullet. I start shooting and I destroy the objective. Didn't use the feat yet, still holding on to the feat. The press gangers kind of just like move around and out of the way. They try to make some attacks on the bone swarms, or all just missing it, pushed back. Then Rowdy goes into the battle engine and destroys it. So, a spiky growth, I took a little bit of damage back, but nothing too serious. Again, I think his rolls were kind of bad. I think I took 4 points of damage. Nothing really serious whatsoever. So, otherwise, models are just trying to kill whatever they can. I failed to kill the one little goblin guy that's contesting the flag anyway. I thought 2 press gangers in there would do that work. But otherwise, that's really it. Like, Rutger Shaw came over and killed a guy. Gaston, trying to stay at maximum range, came over and killed one guy. I was hoping for 2, but didn't quite get it. So, either way, really just stalled things. Now, Jaga-Jaga is not really in a good spot with Rowdy there and also Caine. So on his turn here, he brings on his Bog Trogs from the right side. His Bone Swarm actually frenzies. He went a little bit hot, unfortunately, and he had to test with 1, and it failed. So whatever. Didn't attack on a Buccaneer, did some damage. Probably would have done it anyway. But really on the left side, he destroys the Buccaneer again that's there, plus the press gangers in the way. So yeah, that's okay. I have those Gators pushed back. That's where I want them to be. He also destroys another Buccaneer down there. He kills Rutger Shaw. And meanwhile, on the right side, he comes in and he destroys the weapon of Buccaneer number 2, and then kills off like one press ganger, the other one toughs. Jaga-Jaga also tries to get in there and try and get nasty, but Mat 6 isn't really the best. And even trying to go up against the Buccaneers, that means you need 7s. And again, my opponent seems to be cursed with 7s. And after, I believe, 3 attacks missing all the 7s, he's like, okay, whatever. I have to camp or else Caine will just kill me. So otherwise, looking at this here, I have a couple of different options, but really the correct play is to go to the flag, kill everything that's contesting, and then just go for the win. If he had not killed Box himself, it's probably going to be pretty similar. Rowdy's going to have to kill one of those lights. I jam things up. I shoot those guys. I dominate anyway. So I'm just going to go through those steps. So that's what I do. Caine comes over here and just shoots down the guys out of the way. The one Buccaneer had to back away and take some free strikes just to, so I don't give him the engaging bonus. But yeah, Caine just pew, 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 shoots all the guys I need, has focus to spare, and I dominate for the win. And again, like I said, I only win right now because of how he killboxed himself. But even if you would have said that, okay, now this brings me to 3, at this point here, I haven't even activated a lot of things. He's going to be down a light. I'm going to be jamming. I mean, once I finish my shots, there's going to be no bog trogs whatsoever. And it's just, yeah, it was game over. So either way, guys, this is an interesting list. I don't know if it's tournament worthy or what, but the main thing is that having all these Buccaneers kind of worked for Caine2. All Caine2 needs to do is slow you down while he does all the work, and that's really what the Buccaneers do. So, it's interesting, it's different, and if nothing else, if people focus on the Buccaneers, they're not paying enough attention on to Caine2. So, either way, guys, there you go. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye.